Behind every great man
is a great, confident, exceptional woman.
Hi, and welcome to Behind Every Great Man. I'm Jessica, your host, and this episode it's about the woman. I didn't marry a man who had it all together, but what we built came from the woman I chose to become. Because behind every great man is a great woman who's doing her internal work. I met my husband when he was recently divorced with 3 kids, a technology executive doing well in his career, but living in an apartment with his kids. And me, up to this point, I never had a relationship over 2 years, so his track record wasn't great. Mine was almost non-existent. Not exactly a fairy tale setup, but in my heart, I knew this was my guy. I was nervous. I was excited. I was unsure of the future, but I jumped in. Not because of logic, not because of past proof, but because of a deep knowing God put on my heart. Now, here's where it gets real. When I decided to open my heart, I also decided to do things differently this time. Years of therapy taught me that my fear of commitment wasn't about him. It was about my work, my trauma I carried from childhood, like most of us do. I'd sabotage, I'd run away, not fully open my heart to someone, I'd protect myself. But with him, I wanted to change all that. So I made a choice to show up as my best self, to be honest about what I want, to set clear boundaries, and to be healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, and physically. Because I knew if I didn't give this my all, I'd always wonder, what could that have been? And I didn't want that. Not this time. I wanted to be an exceptional partner, not perfect, but committed. And I wanted the kind of love that was real and vibrant and exciting. Not the relationships I grew up seeing where love was lost, desire gone, just pretty much 2 roommates keeping it together for the kids. If this didn't work, at least I'd know I'd given it everything that I had. Fast forward, today I'm a wife, a mom to a wild toddler, a stepmom to 3 incredible kids, and married to a man who took on the role of CEO the same week we got married, actually. Managing this complex life is a constant evolution, and here's what I've learned along the way. If I'm not okay, really okay, nothing is okay. Not me, not my marriage, not my family, not my home. Because marriage is not easy. Dating is one thing, getting married is another, but staying married, that's a whole other ballgame. Then let's add finances, shall we? Kids, homemaking, careers, schedules, obligations, and 1,000 other pulls on your time and energy. It is hard. But when we show up fully, when we stay true to ourselves and we're honest and healthy in our partnerships, there is nothing more fulfilling, fun, and sacred than a strong marriage. Strong women create strong marriages. Strong marriages create strong families, and strong families create strong communities. Each week we have time for our weekly pause where we take just a few minutes to pause and reflect on this week's message. Whether you're folding laundry, working out, running errands, I invite you to take a moment just to pause and reflect. Close your eyes if you can. If not, that's okay. Just take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Another deep, soothing breath in and let it out. One more deep breath in and let it go. How are you feeling? Truly, out of the 5 categories I mentioned, do a quick check-in with yourself. How are you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, and physically? For example, mentally, have I given myself space to rest from problem solving or constant planning? Emotionally, what have I been holding back from saying or feeling this week? Spiritually, have I created space for stillness, prayer, journaling, or reflection lately? Sexually, am I listening to my body's needs and desires? Physically, how does my body feel right now? Energized, tense, tired, strong? How are you currently feeling in these areas, and what's one thing you can do to feel just a little bit better this week? I'll write out the category questions below so you can refer back to them later, spend a little bit more time on them, journal on them. Hear me when I say, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay if you don't feel good in any of these areas, because growth, it's not about pretending everything's fine. It's about being honest enough to pause, look at what's real, and have the courage to take yourself on and do the work. That's the whole point of this podcast, for you to feel supported while you do this important work for yourself and for your family. It's about the woman. It's about you. It's about the woman you choose to become. Strong, resilient, and deeply loving. And when you're cared for, the world you carry is cared for too. Now, as we close, let's all take one last deep cleansing breath in together. Let it out, and if you haven't already, open your eyes. Behind every great man is a great woman who's doing her internal work. Thanks for taking the time to join me in listening to this podcast episode. You can find more episodes of Behind Every Great Man on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if this spoke to you, please subscribe, share it with your girlfriends. I see you, I honor you, and I'll meet you back here next week.